Hey guys, it's Samson. And I'm sorry this took a while for me to upload, but I am finally here. And I did want to say thank you all for watching the Fallout playthrough. For all the playthroughs that I've done throughout the time I've had the channel, this one has been the most frustrating to do. Mainly for just technical difficulties. So when I first wanted to do this playthrough, like it was what, 2023. It was 2023 that I wanted to do the playthrough for the first time, and the reason being is because the TV show is still coming out, like the Fallout TV show. So I was like, you know what? For leading up to the show, let's play the game and let's do a video afterwards, doing what the TV show changed, what it kept the same, how much of the continuity is still there. And I was like, yeah, that seems like a good idea. It crashed so much. Oh my god, did this game crash so much. It wasn't until like I was just browsing the mod section that I saw the unofficial Fallout 4 patch mod, and let me tell you, that was a lifesaver. Oh my goodness, that was such a lifesaver. Like the amount of stutters and bugs and crashing just went down drastically. It didn't fully finish, of course. Some other mods which conflict with other stuff, which I assume also still causes crashing. But given that I'm done with, given that I finished the playthrough, I don't care if it crashes so much anymore. I'm just gonna enjoy it now. But yeah, oh my goodness, the crashing and just the mic quality back then, oh, it was so annoying. I understand that for this playthrough I didn't talk at all, just like my other playthroughs. It's just the gameplay and the story. That's also the reason why. Just the mic difficulties, and also the game difficulties, dude. My goodness. But yeah, it's good to finally have it done. I'm glad everyone liked it. I did see a lot of there we go. I did see a lot of uptick in views for that, so I enjoyed it. Thank you all. The only other thing I wanted to talk about was oh yeah. I want to talk about like three other things. It's gonna be the new Sonic game that came out, which was literally the best thing I've gotten the best thing I bought in like the longest time. The new movie, horror movies that came out, not the horror movies, but like the movie. I'll talk about it in like a little bit. And finally, like the TikTok ban, which of course everyone has been talking about. So let's start off with like the game, dude. Sonic Shadow Generations is so peak. It is so awesome. So, the last Sonic game I played was so long ago. What was it? It was Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, it was Sonic Unleashed. I played Sonic Unleashed for like the PS3 ages ago, but afterwards I kind of just, I don't know. I think I just like fell out of favor with Sega for a while and just kind of stopped caring what they were doing. I didn't like turn to Nintendo or anything. I'm not a huge Nintendo guy. I've always preferred Sonic over Mario for as long as I've lived. But yeah, like the new game is so good, and I actually finally playing Sonic Generations for the first time ever. Dude, I get it. You guys are right. All those years ago, it is the best Sonic game that have come out for like the longest time. Like the best modern game, the best classic Sonic game I've heard that come out was Sonic Mania. Which I didn't even know Sonic Mania was meant to be like a new game. I thought Sonic Mania was meant to be like all the classic games, but with like remastered, like I don't know, just ported or something over. No, it's like actually a new like classic Sonic game. I was like, what? Like that's actually pretty cool. So I'll see if I get the chance. I'll check out Sonic Mania, because it's like I also did grow up playing the classic Sonic games too, as well as the modern ones, but. Yeah, like the classic, like Sonic Generations was so good after finally playing it all these years later, and I was like, dude, when Sonic games are good, this is how they're meant to be good. It's just meant to be the coolest shit ever, and like that's always why I prefer them over Mario games, because Mario games are like slower paced, family platformers, but like Sonic games were just meant to be like radical, like the coolest shit to play. Like that's the whole point. It really is, and like this, like that one is so good. And then now time for Shadow. Like Shadow Generations, like the actual point, like the sequel to Sonic Generations. Like Shadow Generations is so good. Like I kind of thought that because Sonic Generations was just a port, like it's not a remaster. I don't know why people keep saying it's a remaster. It's literally just a port with new voice lines. Is what it is. As well as like a couple bug fixes, but yeah, it is just a port. So I thought, okay, maybe Shadow Generations might be, maybe not that good if they're just gonna like port like the whole original game that's in with this bundle. It's not like just Shadow. It's Sonic Shadow Generations. If they're just gonna port that, I don't really know about the Shadow game. The Shadow game really is like the best like follow-up sequel to that game. It's awesome. Like the cutscenes are better, the character animations are better, the fucking story's better, the boss fight is so much better. Like let me tell you, Sonic Generations that have like amazing gameplay for like the whole part. Like I still go back to that game just to play the boss fights because the boss fights are so good. But like that final boss, oh my god. God, dude, it is such a pain in the ass. For like the two fastest, most agile characters, for like the final fight, let's have them be the slowest thing on the screen. Like, come on, man. But for like Shadow, dude, him fighting Devil Doom was like fucking crazy, dude. It was awesome. And like the final cutscene was like, it kind of got me to feel a little sad. I was like, dude, he like dropped a tear, and I was like, "Come on, dude, I'm starting to get a little sad now." But you know what? It is still like the best experience. Like the boss fights and Shadow Generations, like they're pretty good and like they're really cool. But like I don't know, man. I think it's because I grew up playing. Like Sonic's boss fights more. Also, most of Shadow's boss fights are kind of a mix between the Sonic Adventure games and like a couple other stuff and like other Sonic media that I didn't play. But for the Sonic Generations, even though there was one Sonic Adventure boss fight, the other boss fights I have played before, and it was really cool to see them again in like a completely new fashion. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. So I kind of have a little bit of a nostalgic reason for why I like the Sonic fights more than the Shadow ones. But like, dude, the Shadow ones were still like incredible to play. Like they were awesome. Yeah, that's really it for like the Sonic section. For like the movie section, okay, let me talk about this. So, like when I first saw like the Sonic movie, like the first Sonic movie, like all them year, like not them years ago, like all them months ago. Well, no, actually, it was a few years ago. It came out 2020. Whoa. Never mind. I honestly didn't think these movies came out that long ago, but apparently they did. So when I first saw that movie, I was like, it'd be a nice like kiddie movie, and it was like it was a family, like a safe, family-friendly movie. It was like pretty good. And then Sonic 2 came out, and then this one came out, and like, dude, this one is like the best of the trilogy. Like that final fight is like, you know how people complain all the time for like the final fight of like these like trilogy movies that it's either not that good or not that over the top or like not that well fleshed out. It is. Like it is all that. It is all so much. Like it's so good, dude. That final fight was awesome. And dude, when they finally like work together to like take down like the giant like spaceship, like it's not the Colony Arc. I forgot what it's called. The Death Egg, right? The Death Egg. That's what it's called. I completely forgot. But when both of them finally get together and like decide to destroy the Death Egg, and you hear like the song in the background, like dude. I was in the theater like losing my mind. I was like, dude, this is so cool. And oh man, the graphics have gotten so much better. Like I hear the conspiracy theory these days that for the first movie it was a marketing stunt to make Sonic look ugly as shit. And then when they finally released the movie, it was actually the original Sonic character, like Sonic design that we saw in the movie the whole time. And like I can see how that's like a bit of a conspiracy theory, but when you actually see like the CGI for the first movie, all the CGI looks kind of good except Sonic. Sonic looks kind of okay, and the reason being is because he literally was meant to look like the ugliest fucking thing in the entire movie. And then when all of us lost our shit about it, then we're like, okay, we'll change it. And they did. And so for the time that they had to change it, it's actually pretty well how good he looks. But like his original design doesn't look better, but it's graphically better. For like in the first movie, his new design looks better, but it's not that up to par graphically. By the time the second movie came around and they knew they were going to use that model, yeah, then he looked better, like a lot better. Then he looked like a lot cleaner, a lot softer, a lot better. And then for this movie, dude, it was too good. It was so good. The only other movie I've been thinking about is like a Nosferatu, which like, oh man, actually having like a good gothic like horror movie, like a good gothic horror movie like this, in like a long time is so good. Oh man, like even though it is basically a one-to-one like rip of the original plot of like the original movie back in the 20s, or like, what was it, 1902 or was it 1922? Oh no! It was I think pre-World War One, so I think it was 1902. Well, whatever. Like even though it really was a rip of the original plot, it's so much better. Like of course for like a movie that long ago, of course a new one's gonna like look and be better, but like it actually is just better. Like it's insane. Oh, like all the acting, the cinematography, the like camera work, the set design, the oh my god, it was so it, dude. So if I get a chance, I'm gonna get all the movies, like all the good movies I saw this year, like on DVD. Not this year, it was actually last year. I completely forgot that it's 2025 as of speaking, but yeah, I'm gonna get all these movies on Blu-ray. Even if I have to like, okay, I'm not gonna go that far, but I want all these movies on Blu-ray just so I can have them in my collection that I'm looking at right now, just to watch them again later. Because like, I still buy all the movies that I really like on DVD just to watch them like in front of me right now. Like even though we don't have DVD players anymore, we have like Xbox and PlayStation. Those are DVD players. Believe it or not, it wasn't. It was actually kind of a long time ago that I figured out like PlayStation can run movies. And like they can, like PlayStation runs movies like really well. So yeah, like my favorite movies I still go back to on like the collection is like Unforgiven, like here, what's the other one? So a couple of action movies, the Rambo movies especially. Like I go back to all of those on like on like my playlist of movies, and like dude, having these on like add to that collection would be so neat, like so neat. So I'm gonna make sure to do that. The only other thing that I want to bring up is like, of course, the thing everyone has been talking and worrying about is like the TikTok ban, in which like it seems like they really are finally going to get rid of it after all this time, and which of course, if you understand like the leaps in logic and you begin to compile what they're really upset about, yeah, of course they were never going to keep TikTok if they didn't sell it to an American company, and of course it's not because they actually care about our data. It's because they care about the data of the senators getting leaked. Because that is a security issue. If you have senators on like a foreign app, and like that foreign app has like a back access to the Chinese government. Well, like in the United States, like most companies willingly sell your data to the government or whatever. In China, it's mandatory to have your data be a part of the government's like backup or whatever, right? That's kind of the thing. The difference is that in America is like willing, and China is forced. So that's what they're upset about. I'd say that if they're really that pissed about it, they could just get their like senators, their like representatives, all this other shit off the app. I understand that the reason they were on the app to begin with is because of the application's reach, its popularity, the community on there, and that is like a good amount of reasons to have like if you're like running for something, to have your voice and have your face on there. But like if they really cared, they should have just deleted the app. That's the problem. Once they saw that they might get fucked for it, they just went all out on it. Like went all out on the app and like losing their shit about it. So yeah, it seems like it actually is going away. I'm not going to Red Note because I enjoy TikTok for what it is. I'm just gonna go back to YouTube. It's the exact same thing for when Vine finally got shut down. I'm just going back to YouTube. Most of us really are. I'm not gonna learn fucking Mandarin. I'm really not. I'm just gonna go back to YouTube and just hang out here for a bit more. Um, yeah, in terms of like predatory, like anything like to get mad at for like predatory schemes towards younger creators and younger people in the United States, they should have just deleted. Like they should have just banned Snapchat. Like I've never had Snapchat. I've had a Snapchat account, but I know people that have, and they seem like pretty naive about how much they like it. Like, dude, Snapchat should not be. You should not fucking have this fucking app on your like phone at all. Even if they introduce like Snapchat teen accounts, no, 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 no. I am not having that shit anywhere near my phone at all. Like, I understand that on YouTube, like you can sometimes catch like random shit every now and again. This is against TOS, but like Snapchat's a whole different ballgame. Like, if there's any game that should delete it, they should have just deleted Snapchat and just kept TikTok. But yeah, that's really it. Hope you guys had a good day. I had a good day, so I'm gonna be looking forward to a couple other things going up this year. When they come out, you'll hear me talking about it. But that's really it. Hope you guys stay stay well, especially in this fucking icy cold weather outside. And that's it.